Alright, dude. I'm having to return the car. It's a sad day, but it's not a terribly sad day. It was fun. Well, I gotta use it and have it and make full use out of it. Even though 1 week I didn't really get to use it at all since I was traveling to Berlin. Like the 3 other weeks that I had the car, it was great. It really made me see and realize that, you know, it'd be good to have a new car and understand that that's going to take quite a bit of energy, and maybe not that much energy, but just a matter of like, we'll just work, put in the hours, whatnot, maybe find some other creative ways to grow the savings up. And I understand. Got something in my throat. Sorry about that. And I understand that like cars don't necessarily make things better or worse, but it's like also at the same time having a car like this one, I guess, for the time that I did have it, was really nice. It's just like chill. The AC works a lot better, the air works a lot better, the power plus going up like the mountain passes, and just being able to like maneuver in and out of people and just kind of like get out of like tough situations pretty quick was really, really quite nice. I just know that a car is not or should not be on the top of my priority list right now. What it needs to be on the top of my priority list right now, and what is on the top of my priority list, is basically rebuilding all the savings that I had saved up over the years for when I took all the time off, trying to make like YouTube videos and turn this into full-time income, even though I think a lot of it more was just me wanting to understand my emotions and just kind of give myself a break in a sense, and kind of like grieve over certain aspects of myself that I once thought I had wanted, along with just being able to be on my own and figure out like what is it that I want to do with my life, where are the places that I want to go, what are the things that I enjoy, which is probably, not even probably, which is a big reason why a lot of the videos on the channel lately have been like me hiking or like out of nature or things like that, is because I genuinely enjoy that. I do enjoy doing like these types of videos as well too, when it comes down to it, like being able to talk these out and whatever it may be whenever I have thought to share. But it's also like I'm not going to just create videos just for the sake of like saying I have to say this said thing. So sometimes it's like a farewell to certain things, where in actuality it's not really that far-fetched, I suppose, to, you know, be a part of something else. But it is nice just being able to have the car while we had it. I'd like to get a new car, hopefully within the next, I don't know, maybe 6 months or a year or something like that. Who knows where that's gonna be, because it's just like, might also be having a roommate, which then if I do get a roommate, then what that means is like I'll be saving money on rent, and then it's like, well, now I have this extra money, so like let's put it towards a new car. But I understand that that's not the financially responsible thing to do, and I should instead keep all the money that I'm saving, or the extra like 500, 600 bucks or whatever, maybe 400 bucks that I would be saving from having a roommate, and have that go into my savings, plus like my car gets paid off in like next year basically, because there's like $5,000 left. So it's like, why get another car payment of maybe $500, $600, $700 or something like that when I could have no car payment, and then like have that money and try and reinvest it in some other way, shape, or form, to then possibly just get enough income coming in to where I don't even have to necessarily have a car payment, or have to be stressed out about like having a higher expensive car payment. I just don't think that that's the smartest thing for me to do, even though it has been very nice driving this car. Like very, very nice. I do think that I need to get new tires and brakes on my current car that I have. So that's gonna have to be something that I'm gonna need to do. Even though some of these newer cars, I see them driving around, I'm like, they look so nice. It's not the car, like the car doesn't matter at the end of the day. It's just like, if you enjoy driving it, cool. If not, then also cool. I just know that having a car that like has the power and the strength and the capability or whatever it is a lot better than not having one, especially when it comes to like going up hills and just down hills and like driving all over the place. It's pretty good. It's like the car that I have, not this one, my actual car, it's like at 103,000 miles or something like that. So it's like it's getting up there in miles. I put like 70,000 on it over the like 6 years I think that I've had the car, something like that. Almost 6 years, yeah. So we shall see. But it's just like value in cars like decreases so fast and so much. And I really started to get like accustomed to this car, and I did notice like the feeling was different. Me driving this car compared to me like driving my Grand Cherokee. Not in a, oh, I'm better than you type of sense, but it's just like I feel more, it's just like this seems like it fits me better in a sense. It's like, oh, okay, like this is luxury, like this is a nicer car, like it feels nice, it rides nice, it's an overall good car. So like when I see that type of stuff, I'm like, okay, I like to have more of this. And some of the cars are a little bit more pricey and expensive, and that's where I'm like, if I can just do something, like find different ways to create income, because even like the job that I have right now, it's like these companies will drop $100,000 like that basically just for a product for all the employees at the company. I'm like, to me that's insane. So it's like maybe there's something that I do that way, and maybe what I've been thinking about is the wrong way of like doing individual people. Maybe it's more of like, how could I get into a company where like we could do 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, or whatever it may be with the product or something along those lines. I don't know. That's also probably something slightly off topic, but in short, this car's been great. I've loved it. It's been so much fun being able to drive it around and just kind of sit in traffic. I do want to have one that's like a sedan and then like also an SUV. So like the sedan can like go through the mountains and like at least mountain roads, and it's just like a lot more fun and exciting to drive. Don't get me wrong, like SUVs can also be that way, but for the most part, I could have made that, but I'm not going to shoot that. If the other person would just scoot it up just a little bit, that would have been fine. Thank you. Couldn't have done that earlier, but that's fine. Yeah. So having a sedan and an SUV, because like one for like going off-road and camping and things like that, or just like going on different hikes. Having a more of an all-terrain SUV vehicle would be nice, but then like this type of vehicle for like going through the mountain roads or just like on a cruise or whatever it may be is also nice. So it's like have over $100,000 in cars, probably even more than that, but I don't know, dude. Make the most of life that you've been given and enjoy the small little things. I was thinking about this though, and I'll wrap it up right here, because I posted a short. I think it was probably been like 3 years at this point in time or whatever it may be. I don't even, it's crazy to think that. But I was in my buddy's BMW and I was like, I'm gonna have a car just like this, just you wait and see. And then what happened? I got a car basically exactly like his. I mean, this one's a Mercedes, he had an Audi, not a BMW, it was an Audi. And yeah, bro, I was like, this is insane. Like when I got this car, like I was just like, huh, okay. I didn't have to go out and buy it, like I didn't have to do anything. And this is where like manifestation and just the overall like understanding of the universal laws and things like that, and realizing that shit just works. You don't really have to do anything to make it work. It just happens, is a pretty cool and amazing idea that once understood and fully grasped and known, completely changes every aspect of your life. And that was a big reason why it took off so much time as well too, is because I was like, I want to know this more than anything else, so I'm gonna spend all my time doing this instead of this other thing. And that's basically exactly what I did, was like, let's figure out this process and just allow things to come to you. Like you don't have to go out and chase them, but maybe you do. Maybe that's your karma, maybe that's your life, maybe that's your destiny. But like for me personally, I found out like I don't have to, like I go out, don't get me wrong, like I still go out, hike, and I like put myself in these situations, but like things just come to me as well too. Like they come to me in the most miraculous, amazing, spectacular ways. And we're always protected. We always have the exact thing that we need at the exact moment when we need it, not a moment sooner and not a moment later. So me letting go of this car at the time that I'm letting go of it was the exact time that I need to let go of the car in. Like it's just as simple as that, because going over the mountains and like sitting in traffic in this car and like going down hills and up hills, and yeah, there's just a certain level of power that I really enjoy in this car. I am, however, not a huge fan of the backup camera in this car. I don't know why, but it doesn't work for me in the ways that they have it set up. It's confusing. I don't understand how it works. So I've been using my mirrors a lot more whenever I back in. But yeah, dude, like, I'm probably gonna be doing the same thing when I sell my Jeep, whenever that may be. So I'll probably just get some new brakes on it and then some new tires and maybe keep it for a little while. Just kind of see how things go and where they're at. But for the most part, I have really enjoyed driving this car, and I see why people drive them. I was also thinking about this though too, and I'll probably leave it after this, but like, a lot of the videos are like, I was always afraid to have like German cars because it's like, oh, the brake, yada yada yada, blah blah blah, whatever. But it's like, if it's a new car and you're the second owner, like, the car's not gonna have major issues at that point in time. It's like the third, the fourth, or like the fifth owner when things start to become a little bit more chaotic, I would say. But with that being said, I'm gonna get some gas, top her off, and then drop off the car and drop off some stuff at my mom's. But thank you for listening to my little farewell speech to my car.